Hello, beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe. Welcome back to another Redox reaction. And surprise, we are going to be reacting to The Bear, the critically acclaimed show. It has gotten so much praise from critics and the audience, and we're excited to watch this. And for our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Just a quick heads up, this episode is also available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, specifically the discussion portion of the show. Also on Patreon for uncut reactions as well.
Indeed.
So if you're interested in watching the uncut reaction to this episode, click the link in the description. You'll find that as well. Woo, Abe, how you doing?
I am good, bro. It's a strange doing a reaction without Charlie.
Yeah.
This is our first, but for people who don't know, Charlie, I mean, we all work full time, so we're all busy, but Charlie also edits and puts a lot into the production, and his work schedule is now changing. So, we want to continue to put out content for you guys without, our schedules getting in the way. So, we spoke to Charlie and we're like, oh, maybe this is a show that me and Davi can just do quick 30-minute episodes, things like that. And we did have like 3 or 4 people on the last Barry upload that we had comment, you guys should watch The Bear, you guys should watch The Bear. So we thought it'd be kind of a nice surprise to do this. So for the duration of this series, as far as we know, it'll be just myself and Davi, unless there's someone else that we can eventually bring in to watch with us, but it'll be just the two of us. So bear with us if it's like
It's a
we're
new,
getting
it's
used
a new
to the dynamic.
dynamic. Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah, no, it's
I know this guy. So
yeah, I know. That's
we'll be
brother.
good.
Man, I'm excited. I know it stars Jeremy Allen White.
Yes.
Was in Shameless. Also, up and coming actress Ayo Adebari. I really hope I said her name right. I know it's Nigerian, her last name.
Okay.
But she was in Bottoms and she was phenomenal. I just watched Bottoms. I watched it twice and it was so good.
I haven't seen Bottoms. Jeremy Allen White is, for people who know me, they know I'm horrible with actors' names, like so bad. And if I know an actor's name, it's because like I am like floored by their performance in something.
So there's like a specific movie, film,
or
show.
TV or something.
Yeah.
Like Shameless to me so many times was carried by him. His acting is like next level for me. So I'm excited to see him in a completely different role. I had started this show a little bit and I got distracted. I didn't get to even finish watching the first episode. So I honestly don't know much about it except for the fact that he's a cook and there's his own restaurant.
Well, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1. So we saw this first shot as we were prepping because we were, making sure the tech was good. But damn, what a shot!
Unreal. What in the world? Okay. Yeah.
Kind of reminded me of Barry.
Yeah, in a way.
Yeah,
This feels very cinematic.
it does.
Feels like a movie.
Yeah, so listen, I'm still trying to figure this place out.
Old school arcade.
Whoa.
Don't unplug it.
I know what that means, Tina.
You unplug it, it won't work again.
When was the last time you emptied these?
I don't know.
Hey, there's the money. Go get your meat, my guy.
Bro, these close-up zooms are phenomenal. That like
And the like whipped zoom kind of
Yeah.
close up. Super interesting direction.
Don't wipe your hands on your apron, chef.
Jeff,
Chef.
This is going to be one of those shows where you're hungry every episode.
it kind of feels like that already, and we just ate.
Facts.
We got issues. This Arcuit's painted.
Yeah, no shit it is. They conserved copper during World War II.
That's why there's no rivets?
That's why no rivets. How the f do you not know that?
Because I fucking don't.
This is original Big E Red Line salvage, all right, from 1944. You can get $12.50 for that on eBay tonight.
And I'd still be 5.5 short.
Add this.
What am I, a Coinstar?
That's like $300,
300
Gigi.
plus what?
Plus a 1955 blanket line Type 3.
Pleated?
Pleated.
Boom.
I love the pictures. It's kind of giving the backstory.
Without even telling,
Yeah.
setting the stage a little bit. Yeah, they're promoting the game to have people come into the restaurant. That's what you were talking about, right?
Yes.
I'm Sydney. I called about the position. I'm massaging today.
Right.
You said I
Shit,
massaged
sorry.
today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carmi, here,
Hey.
you give me your...
yes.
Thank you. What's UPS? That's in Chicago, or...?
United Parcel Service. The one.
That's the
mail.
UPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you do for them?
Drove. Paid my way through culinary school. So
Okay, so what are you doing here?
this was my dad's favorite spot when I was a kid. Come here every Sunday. Special place.
Family owned, mom and pop.
I know who you are. You're the most excellent CDC at the most excellent restaurant in the entire United States of America. What are you doing here, I guess?
Making sandwiches.
So he's got a background outside of this, is what I'm getting.
I need my beef. Then I do onions. Then I do potatoes. We have a system.
But you could punch him, blanch him, freeze him, fry him before the beef, right?
Don't mess up our place.
I'm not messing anything up. This is the one time you listen to me, please. Do not touch that. That's been going for 12 hours, okay?
That's my pot, Jeff.
Use another pot, please. Chef, all right? Corner! Marcus, I need a double order of bread today, okay, Chef?
Come on, Carmi. I've been telling you for the past 2 weeks the mix was and I gotta do all this by hand. Plus, Tina keeps messing with the temperature and it's on my rice. Tina, I know you speak English.
Smaller fry scoops today, Chef. Behind.
Not system.
What is this system?
Michael's system.
Carmen, there's the girl.
Yeah, that's Sydney. She's helping us out today. Michael's system makes no sense. I'm saying something.
Marcus, I say something. You are my favorite bitch.
Oh, your English is getting tight, James. You kidnapped your ship captain?
Your mom teach me doing sex.
Crazy.
Oh, the banter is crazy. I love it.
La comida extra para usar la comida familiar.
Ah, sí, la comida familiar. F off.
Oh, Jesus.
With my program cousin.
Program started 4 hours ago.
Listen, what is going on with Ballbreaker? My Insta's completely
Like
blowing
30
up.
followers, dog.
Yeah, I got, what is that, a diss?
Oh, man, I'm loving that.
Need the business. Nerds come in from Rockford to play.
It shows you like the intensity of what's happening.
Whoa, is this?
This is Sydney. I'm staging today.
You're wedding
That's
today?
Sydney. She's helping us out today.
Cousin, you ordering different mayonnaise, bro?
These bananas?
No, all you, Chef.
Yeah, oh, you chef. This Biff, he was using them to make a giant nut
It was a
muffin.
play on a panettone. It would have been beautiful if you'd let me finish it, all right?
You,
Cousin!
Richie Jaramovich. I got all kinds of receipts from my divorce lawyer backing up because all the time I'm spent trying to put your family back together because you're too much of a cocksucker to come home.
Damn.
The guys are texting me. You're telling them to do all sorts of weird shit backwards. Don't fucking do that, Carmen. Don't go messing with their heads and ordering different mayonnaise and hiring new fucking bras without talking to me first. This is your brother's house, okay? Yeah, remember? I was running it fine without you.
Why didn't he leave it to you then?
Yikes.
Chefs, we gotta sharpen our knives when we get a sec.
We gotta sharpen your brain when we get a second. You've been here for 2 weeks. We've been having money problems for 2 weeks. Just make it easy and make the fucking
Don't
spaghetti.
say spaghetti. All these knives are dull.
The intensity is crazy, man. This is insane direction.
Dickhead over here, he couldn't figure it out.
How's
The cuts are so like intrusive.
I refer to everybody as chef because it's a sign of respect, and I never said I couldn't figure out the spaghetti. I said it doesn't make any sense on this menu, so it is done.
I'm just learning how to make pasta, Carmi.
A, I know how to make pasta, Marcus. B, I hate to break your hearts, motherfuckers, but that gluey, mushy bullshit is not bailing us out this time. Tina, do you take my knife, chef?
Did you take my pot, Jeff?
She's incessant with the Jeff bit, bro. She's committed.
Why is the beef so hot?
Because we just took it out.
2 hours late?
2 hours longer. Wrigley didn't deliver enough meat this week.
Why didn't Wrigley deliver?
Because we're out of money. The only beef I could get was bone-in, which you have to braise, all right? It takes 2 hours longer. Use less
Which
gravy.
is not how we have ever done a beef here in 25 years.
Oh, my God.
Makes you anxious,
It's
bro,
kinda-
watching this.
It's kind of feeling like we're the new employees as well, and we're just getting thrown into this kitchen, and we're trying to figure it out as well. What's going on? What's the
Right.
situation?
Yeah.
Listen up. Bread stays the same. Gravy stays the same.
Crazy.
Buck's not gonna get him anywhere, Bear. It's just too difficult.
Yeah, fact, that's the point. It's already ultra confusing.
Yeah, homie. It's a Norwegian knockoff of Mortal Kombat. Part of the reason why this machine got recalled in the first place, aside from the excessive and irresponsible violence, is it's just too difficult. It's a fighter and a f***ing scroller. Carmi, you're bleeding.
Shit, man, stupid dull-ass knife.
You're making me
Corner!
lose it.
Damn it, Ibrahim, blood! You see?
not shoot me.
Good, good.
not shoot
You all happy now? Can I have my fucking knife back?
Jesus.
Bro, this is overwhelming. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This is
it's like
awesome.
it's anxiety inducing in the best way. Guys, gotta take Tums. The bear sounds in the
Yeah.
background. Interesting.
Problem. Look at my face. Yeah, 1 second.
Seriously, I want to start defining our roles a little bit more clearly, all right?
Hold on a second here.
Cousin,
we're just
listen,
hold on 1
seriously,
second. We're just
cousin.
trying to get some work done here, capiche? But at this point, I think it's the guy from the hot dog stand.
Oh, there's his knife.
Listen, go home already. Out of here.
Oh, it's just shot so well, bro.
No.
So this guy, he pulls out a revolver. No, swear to God. And I'm like, oh my God, where did you get that? What did you
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Bro.
Wow.
There's so much happening.
Wow.
It just went from chaos to peace like that.
Yeah.
You didn't put it in a bag or anything?
That's how you say hello to me?
Hi.
Hi.
So this is like the first time they're really seeing each other since your brother died, it seems like.
I've been trying to call you. You haven't called me back.
Yeah, no, I know. I've been busy. I've been working, so.
Uncle Jimmy wants to buy this place.
It's not for sale.
I know, that's what I wanted to tell you.
That it's not for sale?
No, that I think we should sell it to him.
So we can flip it into an Applebee's? No, I'm trying to do something here, sugar.
Okay, I was so excited for you to come home.
Gotta go. I'm okay. Okay? I'm gonna fix this place.
I was asking you to.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I can see the dilemma here. Oh, she calls him Bear. Interesting. Okay. So I guess he's flipping like vintage clothing is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Vintage jeans and stuff.
To get by.
To get, what he needs for the restaurant.
Yeah. Lost a family member.
Dealing with all the bullshit in the restaurant with his cousin.
Come on. What do you think?
It's redundant and white, just like you.
Heard. Tender. It's nice. We happy.
Oh, he knows what he's doing. Wow.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. You know that's fine.
yeah, fire.
Mm-hmm. So how you gonna pass the family test? Delicious or impressive?
Delicious is impressive.
Word.
Oh, we all had the same reaction.
Yeah.
That dude looks like a carrot.
Is that a fucking carrot?
I mean, it's clearly a carrot. Do you not know what a carrot looks like?
Clearly, there's like a cult following for this ball breaker game.
Yo, family's up.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Well, she cooked it.
What do we got going on over here?
Yeah, we got a stew, rice, plantains, and a little fennel salad.
You're up. Me? I'm thankful for my cats, Ralph.
Shout out Ralph.
They both name Ralph.
Yeah, it's just like it's easier that way.
I'm grateful for all your mother.
Here you go,
Yeah.
Tina.
Guess I'm grateful that
Tino vibe.
Richie didn't come in here wearing that cologne today that he always be wearing. You know, it smell like a pine tree and shit.
Why? I just never had plátanos with like grass on it.
What?
Oh my God.
Any of you incel QAnon, 4chan, Snyder Cut motherfuckers want to get online now?
What a line, bro. What a line.
You're gonna purchase one Italian beef combo to enter. Now, this is a single elimination tourney, so you lose, you get the fuck out. No two ways about it. You win, free Italian ice for a year. I hate litter, so you cocks are gonna clean up after yourselves, and you're gonna goddamn recycle.
This is one way to get a message across.
How fucking dope is that?
Not dope at all.
What are you talking about? I brought that crowd in. That's a lot of money out there.
That we're not prepped for. I should have let those turkeys eat you, Carmi. I swear to God, today was not the day to go fucking with the system.
System, cousin.
Hey, I don't care. I do not care what you do up in Napa with your fucking tweezers and your foie gras. You got no fucking idea what you're doing here. None. Zero. So we are gonna stick with what works, and we are gonna fucking make sure we got enough food to feed these fucking dorks. So get your ass back in there, and you make that fucking spaghetti.
Wild. He knows that's good, man. He knows that's.
It's gas. He knows gas.
That's good. You see that difference?
Big time. Steam tray.
Yep.
You're right. You can throw down, huh?
Hey, grab me a fresh parm brie.
Heard, chef.
Slowly winning the kitchen over.
It's the little things. You can't
Yeah.
come in and just expect that everyone's gonna, do everything that you say and you have the authority automatically. Got to win people over, especially in a mom and pop place like this.
Been the same business for over 30 years, 50 years. Oh, that was great.
What an opener,
That
bro.
was great. Abe, what do you think of that episode, man?
Bro, so much went on.
Yeah.
So much happened. Just to preface for people really quick.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing single episode reactions to this for the time being. Eventually we might be combining them like we did for Barry. But for right now, just with everyone's schedules being so busy, this is the best that we can do in terms of putting out the content that you guys want to see. So appreciate your patience, but if you're not seeing 2 episodes at a time, that's why, just so you know.
Yeah.
But back to your question, bro, so much happened. I think like the show catches you like off guard from the beginning, right? The first shot that you see is something like so out of the blue.
Yeah.
And unexpected with the approaching the bear in this the middle of the bridge, and opening it up, and then he like wakes up in the restaurant. It's like it brings you a little bit of chaos without even knowing what's going on, and then it throws you right into the chaos of the kitchen.
Yeah, I think with me it was like just the zooms and a lot of the tracking shots and zooming while the tracking was happening. So you're like, whoa, I'm here, I'm there, I'm moving there, and then cut. It's peaceful, and then it picks up again. This pilot was nuts,
insane.
It was incredible. I mean, from what we got narrative wise, what has stood out to you? You know,
narratively, there's some really, clearly there's a big family element here, right? In terms of the restaurant, from what we can tell, Carmy, who's the main chef, right? Jeremy Allen White's character, has kind of recently taken over this restaurant. We learned from Sydney that he's like one of the best chefs around, seemingly in the country, in the world. Yeah. We don't know too much more about the background, but he's like very well regarded. So she's like, why the hell are you here? And then we kind of learned that his brother has passed away, and it seems like it was his brother's restaurant, and his brother left it to him. So what I'm getting is that it feels very like he has like this weight on his shoulders now of like, I have to carry this legacy on. Like, I have to continue this restaurant. And the stress of it is very clear by what's happening in the narrative, right? All the conflict that's happening within the restaurant and the kitchen, but also just like what we were talking about with the filmmaking. Like, it shows you how much conflict and how chaotic everything is, because even in the intro, we're getting him like prepping and trying to figure out how to make up for the meat that he couldn't get. And then you're getting like these family pictures coming in and out, and then it cuts back to the kitchen. And to me, what I saw with that was like, it's like blending like business and family, like the whole time. Like that was that's the idea I thought they were going for. And then, all the things that you talked about in the filmmaking, these like whipped shots, these super close-ups, and these like aggressive zoom in close-ups, right?
Yeah.
Everything like that is like meant and created to put you on edge and to make you like anxious and realize that in this environment, it's really chaotic. And if you were there, you would be anxious.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how I felt. I felt like, I don't know if I don't know what the director was thinking here, but specifically what I felt when Sydney came into the scene, it felt like we were with her as well. Like we were an employee coming in as well, a new employee into this family kitchen, into this family restaurant, and being thrown into it and just seeing how chaotic everything is and how it's just
it's a mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess, and
in the best way.
Yeah, true. And I just love the banter in the
so good
with so everyone. Good. It's really good. It's super quick. It felt like it felt so real.
It did. You know what? Not that these shows are similar in the slightest, but it sort of reminded me of Marvelous Mrs. Maisel in the terms of like the dialogue is like coming one right after the other, and it's just little quips happening. I love that style. I love that style because it's like you kind of have to keep up, but if you like dig into everything that's being said, there's so much substance of like the relationships and the characters that they're building, like even just throughout the scenes that you're watching. So I love that. I love that style. I thought it was really well done.
And that style is really hard to do because
super hard.
Because I think that is a very accurate approach into how we speak to one another, because we're always talking over one another. We're always, switching subjects, going back to the subject. And that's really hard to write, but also really hard to act. And to see it done on the first episode, oh man, I can't wait to see what else they do with this show.
Yeah, they set the tone early really, really well.
It got me engaged right away.
Yeah.
I think this episode really set out what the show is going to be about. And I don't know, I felt really good watching this. I felt like, damn, this is going to be a really good show. And now I'm understanding as to why a lot of people are like, no, The Bear is really good. And I want to go back to the portraits that we were seeing throughout the entire, I think the first 10 minutes of the episode.
The family photos.
And I love that, that approach. And the way that I saw it was kind of like, there's a lot of family ties here. And this is a main reason as to why we're here. This is the situation of this character. He's here because of his family. And that's, what did you think of that?
Yeah, I thought that. And then, it's interesting because all the family photos feels like it's bringing you like these happy memories, right? The nostalgia,
it's like where he grew up,
like, you know, where you come from, like all of that good stuff. And then you get into the meat of the episode and you see how much family conflict there is. And that piece is like, it feels like those were kind of in juxtaposition, right? Where one is like, oh, look at all these awesome family pictures and like where you come from. And then it's like the fighting with Carmy and his cousin, right? They're completely on opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of what they think is the best way to run a restaurant or a kitchen or what makes them successful. Even his sister, you know, it seems like she's in the boat of, you need to sell this place. Like, you need to get out of this. This is too much stress. And I think we got some, some hints at what happened to his brother. If you see the guy, the repair guy, Fack, at the end, he's kind of talking about how it got dark at the end, whatnot.
And he was really close to him.
Yes. So I don't, could that be insinuating like suicide? Could that, something like that? And then you put that together with like how much stress Carmy is feeling in the restaurant. And I'm like, okay, I'm starting to, in my head, put a picture of what this was prior to Carmy getting here.
Yeah.
And what his brother was experiencing. I don't think it's the same because obviously people probably respected his brother. His brother had a restaurant for a long time, all that. But the stress of running this place and keeping it up and successful and keeping it in the family seems like a lot of pressure and a lot of stress.
It's looking like that was a place where Carmy grew up, where I think he probably found himself, why he wanted to be a chef. So I think that may be a strong connection, a strong bond that he has with the restaurant, and I think it's really hard for him to sell it because of that. That's why we're getting those pictures.
Yeah,
I think that maybe could be a reason as to why.
It definitely can. However, I don't have a ton to back this up, but I'm feeling like there's some guilt. Like there's definitely some guilt in his stuff because it feels like he hasn't been around.
That scene where he hugged his sister Sugar, she was like, "You're good, it's okay."
Yeah,
and then when they hug him, you just see the pain that he's going through just from his facial expression and just the relief that he got just from that physical touch of hugging a family member. That felt like it was really big for him to get that reassurance.
Exactly. And also like, I don't know, it feels like in these moments where he stops and he has to think, he's so like, I don't know, he's so stressed out. He's so anxious. Like there's something like weighing on him is what it feels like. So I feel like there's going to be layers to peel back as to the family dynamic and the history that are going to give us more of an understanding of why he feels the need to be here. Because Sydney asked the question, like, why are you here? And he never answers it. Right? So I think that's the main question that we are trying to uncover.
He asked her as well because he looked at her resume and he was like, you should not be working here.
Right.
But then she was like, nah, but this is...
She flipped it right back.
Yeah, she was like, this is the place where family used to come to.
Right. And then she flipped the question and was like, so why are you here? Like, you're one of the best.
Yeah.
So that's the thing to uncover. I was going to ask you, I don't know if we know enough right now. Obviously, we saw Sugar call Carmy Bear, but the show's name is The Bear. We see the bear in the first... shot of the I'm saying movie because it feels like a movie. Clearly the bear is a symbol for something. Do you have any inkling to what that is? Or I feel like they left it very vague intentionally in this first episode.
I think it's going to get revealed as the show develops. I think it's just, I want to look up symbolisms of bears and what it means. But my understanding of bears, they tend to be very reactant to the environment that they're in. So it's like
if you push them in the corner,
they're gonna go crazy. If you do a slight movement, they're gonna go at you and go. I think bears are very emotional creatures that tend to react in any instance, and also sometimes you can scare off a bear. Obviously, depending on if it's a grizzly or not. So
situation.
So I think
man
that's
is
how
the
I
bear
see it.
doctor, bro.
I think that's
bears.
how I see it. So maybe it's a representation of Bear's emotions and how he's feeling. I think that's why it goes by the bear. I don't know. I think that's an ego of him. What do you think?
Yeah, there's something. I think the bear, just given the very obvious things, his nickname is Bear. There's the bear. I think it's symbolizing him in some sort of way. And the bear in the cage, I think somehow symbolizes him. And him wanting to let that out, I think is very important. What that means exactly, I am not entirely sure. But I think it's very clear that that's going to be a symbolism that carries, and that we're going to try to uncover more.
I feel like we're going to get more scenes of that as well,
of the bear
dreams, hallucinations that he gets.
These dream sequences. Yeah.
And how that is a representation to his feelings. I think it's his psyche, and he's battling his psyche.
For sure.
Man, this is going to be a good show.
Yes. I have one critique, and it was a critique that I had seen of the show on Twitter before I even saw this.
Yeah.
And it was like, they're making this about an Italian-American family. They couldn't have picked more Irish-looking actors.
Oh, yeah, that is, his eyes.
All of them, bro.
So
his sister. Yeah. Blonde hair, blue eye, like very, like, they don't really see, I mean, Italians can look like
I don't know
anything.
the region of Italy, but man, correct me if I'm wrong, because I know there's a region in Italy where they have really nice eyes.
Okay.
Is that true? I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Y'all educate us. It just looks very different than how you doing from the Sopranos. So
it does look very different, but I think it depends on the region.
Yeah, but that's just a joke. I don't care at this point. Like, the cast is amazing. The dynamic is good. The acting is great. The writing seems awesome. The filmmaking is incredible. And the tension is very palpable.
Yes.
So I'm all for that. I love tension in TV and movies. Like, the more anxiety inducing, the more it draws me in.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
And for me, what's more impressive with cinematography in general is obviously the long shots is what, like, everyone's like, yo, this is beautiful. But when you can do cinematography and make it effective with close-ups and a very, engaging, just one shot that is super close that can represent a feeling or something or moves the narrative, I think that's way more impressive. And I got that with this show.
Yeah.
The focus on this is a lot of close-ups, and those close-ups are very significant to the character's development and to the character's feelings. And I just can't wait to see how it progresses.
Dude, there's one shot that sticks out to me, and it was the one where he's in the bathroom, like, taking the Tums.
Yeah.
That shot that's, like, low and kind of looking up at him close up. Bro, he almost looked like a different person. Like, it was so off-putting, and the color grading change was like this pale green almost kind of thing. Oh man, I eat that shit up. So give me more.
Give us more. Visually, the show looks great. I think
So
there's going to be a lot of visual cues for the audience to catch up on and to see how I think those visual cues will definitely
add to the narrative
and will push the development forward.
Yeah, agreed.
Which is going to be awesome to see.
All right, bro. Let's get to episode 2. Thank y'all for watching, and thank you for suggesting this. Like, really appreciate it. We this wasn't really even on our radar to react to, so people have been commenting, so I appreciate you putting us on.
With that being said, y'all, we're gonna see you back for episode 2 of The Bear. If you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing, and please comment your thoughts on this video and like this video. We love you guys, and see you soon for more The Bear Season 1. Peace, y'all.
See ya.